This story is dedicated to a very special little girl. To Ava, a bright and beautiful soul from Tehran, whose smile shines like the morning sun. Tonight's story is told just for her, the tale of a princess named Aurora, the Sleeping Beauty. Once upon a time, in a peaceful kingdom filled with sunlight and song, there lived a noble King Stefan and his gentle queen Leah. For many years they longed for a child, and at last their wish was granted, a daughter radiant as the dawn. They named her Aurora, for her birth was like sunrise, golden, bright, and full of hope. To share their joy, King Stefan and Queen Leah invited the entire realm to a grand celebration in their golden castle. Among the honored guests arrived King Hubert, ruler of a neighboring land, with his young son, Prince Philip. "A toast to friendship, and to the day when our children shall be wed," said King Hubert. "Their union will bring our kingdoms together in peace forever," said King Stefan. The guests cheered, the bells rang, and the castle sparkled with happiness. 3 good fairies came to bless the princess: Flora, Fauna, and Merryweather. "My gift shall be beauty, a grace that shines from within and without," said Flora. "My gift shall be song, a voice pure and joyful, like the lark at dawn," said Fauna. But before Merryweather could give her gift, a sudden gust of wind swept through the hall. Thunder rumbled, green flames burst across the room, and there she appeared, Maleficent, the dark fairy. "Well, quite the glittering assemblage, King Stefan. Royalty, nobility, the gentry, even the rabble," said Maleficent. "I must say I felt quite distressed at not receiving an invitation," said Maleficent. "You are not welcome here, Maleficent," said King Stefan. "How awkward! But I too have a gift," said Maleficent. "Before the sun sets on her 16th birthday, the princess shall prick her finger on the spindle of a spinning wheel and die," said Maleficent. The crowd gasped in horror. The queen clutched her baby. Fear filled the great hall. Then, in a flash of emerald fire, Maleficent vanished, leaving only smoke and silence behind. "I cannot undo her evil, but I can soften it," said Merryweather. "The princess shall not die, but fall into a deep enchanted sleep, from which she shall awaken by true love's kiss," said Merryweather. King Stefan ordered every spinning wheel in the kingdom destroyed, yet the fairies knew Maleficent's curse was too strong to be stopped by fire or fear. And so, to protect the child, the 3 good fairies carried her far away, deep into the forest, to live hidden in a tiny cottage. There they would raise her as their own, calling her Briar Rose. Years passed. Deep within the forest, hidden from all eyes, the 3 good fairies raised the princess as their own. They called her Briar Rose, and she grew into a kind-hearted young woman who sang with the birds and danced with the breeze. On the morning of her 16th birthday, the fairies prepared a surprise: a dress and a cake made by hand without using magic. "We'll give her a day she'll never forget," said Flora. "I'll bake the cake," said Fauna. "And I'll make sure it doesn't collapse this time," said Merryweather. They sent Briar Rose to gather berries while they worked in secret. Walking through the forest, she sang a sweet melody that drifted through the trees. "I know you. I walked with you once upon a dream," said Briar Rose, humming to herself. Far away, a young man riding through the woods heard that song. Prince Philip, now grown brave and kind. Enchanted by the voice, he followed the melody through the sunlit glades until he found the girl. "You sing beautifully," said Prince Philip. "Oh, I didn't see you there," said Briar Rose. "Forgive me. I heard your song and had to find you," said Philip. "Then perhaps you'll dance with me?" said Briar Rose. And together they danced beneath the tall trees, their laughter mingling with birdsong. Their hearts felt a magic older than time itself, as if they had known each other forever. "Will I see you again?" said Philip. "Meet me at the cottage tonight," said Briar Rose. Neither knew that he was the very prince to whom she had been betrothed as a child. That evening, the fairies revealed the truth. "You are Princess Aurora," said Flora. "Tonight, you must return to your parents' castle," said Merryweather. Aurora's eyes filled with tears. She loved the young man from the forest and feared she would never see him again. As the sun set, Maleficent's green mist crept across the land. "The princess returns to her fate," said Maleficent. In the castle, Aurora was led through the halls by the fairies, but dark magic called to her from a hidden tower. Her eyes grew distant and her steps slow as she followed the voice up the winding stairs. "Touch the spindle, child," said Maleficent. "Touch it, and see what fate awaits you." Aurora reached out her hand, a single prick, and she fell, silent and still, to the floor. When the fairies found her, they wept. "Let all the castles sleep until true love wakes her," said Flora. A silver glow swept through the halls, and every soul in the castle drifted into peaceful slumber. Far away, in her forbidden fortress, Maleficent rejoiced in her victory. "The girl of your dreams sleeps forever," said Maleficent. "True love's kiss, how romantic, and how hopeless." But hope was not lost. The good fairies had learned that Prince Philip was the one Aurora loved. They flew to the fortress where Maleficent had imprisoned him. "Quickly, we must free him," said Flora. "He's our only hope," said Merryweather. Using their magic, they unlocked his chains and armed him with two enchanted gifts, the Sword of Truth and the Shield of Virtue. "Now go," said Fauna, "for only you can break the spell." Prince Philip rode into the storm. Around the castle, Maleficent conjured a forest of black thorns, but the prince cut through them with shining steel. Enraged, Maleficent appeared in a blaze of green fire. "Now, Prince," said Maleficent, her voice booming across the sky, "you shall deal with me and all the powers of hell." Her form twisted and grew. Wings of darkness spread wide. In a burst of flame, she transformed into a great black dragon. The ground trembled. Flames roared. The prince raised his shield as the beast struck with fire and fury. Each step was a struggle, each breath a prayer. "For Aurora!" said Prince Philip. He threw his sword true, guided by the light of the fairies, and it pierced the dragon's heart. Maleficent screamed once and vanished in a storm of green fire. The black thorns melted away, the skies cleared, and sunlight returned to the land. Prince Philip climbed the tower where Aurora lay sleeping, surrounded by quiet and light. He knelt beside her, took her hand gently, and kissed her lips. The spell was broken. Aurora's eyes opened, soft and bright as dawn. "I know you," said Aurora softly. "I walked with you once upon a dream." The fairies cheered. Bells rang across the kingdom. Every soul awakened from the enchanted sleep. Laughter filled the halls once more. That evening, in the Golden Hall, Prince Philip and Princess Aurora danced together beneath 1,000 glowing candles. The three fairies twirled above them, playfully changing her gown from pink to blue and back again. And so, under the light of love and magic, the princess and her prince began their forever, and they lived happily ever after. Thank you for listening to this story, my dear friends. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and follow for more beautiful stories. Share this story with your friends and family so more children can dream with us every night. And if you'd like to hear your own name in the next bedtime story, and even see your photos in the video, just leave a comment under one of our lullaby videos or live streams. I'll be waiting there to see your message, and maybe the next story will be yours.